مرحبا أهلا وسهلا. نحن في صفحة 176, page 176. So we have already done in this chapter in Unit 8, we did the meme and we did the noon. And we did some pronouns, we did some adjectives, and we also did the word عند, meaning to have. Today we are going to move on and we are going to do a new letter, and that letter is the letter ha. So here's our notebook line. Ha. And the ha is a soft H. It's similar to the English H, like in house. Okay. And the way that we're going to write the ha is we're going to start right here. We're going to draw sort of like a rose petal with another petal inside. So it's a circle within a circle. Okay. And it has a slight tail. And you're going to write for yourself that this ha originates in your chest. So I want you to take a deep breath, and on your exhale, you're going to make the sound. Ha. That sound originates in your chest. Ha. Ha. If you take your hand and simply place it on your chest, so place your hand below your collarbone, all right, on your chest in the center. Ha. Ha. You should feel that the ha is originating from your chest. The breath is releasing from your chest. This is very different than this letter. This letter, ha, where was the point of articulation? Ha is in your throat. Ha. That was a raspy sound. If this is your throat, the ha originates in the top and the back of your throat. Ha. Like warm breath, right? When you're cleaning your glasses. Ha. Versus ha. Ha and ha. Okay? So ha is in your throat. If you want to call it the rose ha, because it kind of looks like a rose, you could do that. So let's do a little bit of comparison. One of the practices that you can do is online on Smart Sparrow. You can look at listening exercise 4. You'll see that on page 178. And then you also want to practice with drill 3 and drill 4. You can find them all on Smart Sparrow, and these two, the words you'll see on page 179, at least for drill 4. And you're going to practice telling the difference, differentiating between the ha and the ha. So I'm going to give you an example. I'll do a couple with you right now. And you're going to decide, is it a ha or is it a ha? Okay? Hal. Hal. Good. Should have picked this one. Hal. 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 You hear that raspy sound? That's that. Okay, let's do another one. ذهب. 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 Right here. Okay. If I say Habib. 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 Good. This one right here. So notice the difference between the two sounds and how this one is in your chest and it's a deep breath, and this one is in your throat and it's a raspy sound. So if you want to write down for yourself, raspy, and this one is a deep breath. Okay? So ha and ha. Okay, so we are going to go back. We're going to look at page 176, and let's do some writing. Initial, medial, and final position. Ha is an interesting letter in that it's the first letter that we have that takes its full form in initial position. So it takes that full form in initial position. Ha, hu, he. Okay. So it takes its full form in initial position. Let's do the word هل. Ha and a lam. هل. And hel is a question article. It means do, does, is, or are. Easy way is anytime you're asking a yes or no question, you would use hel. So for instance, if I want to say, are you a student? We're going to say هل أنت طالب. If you want to talk to a woman, هل أنت طالبة. So hel, you just put it in front to make it a question. So if I say أنت طالب, you're a student. If I want to say, are you a student? Or are you a student? Then just put hel in front of it. Okay. We could also use it for do or does. So if I want to say, do you have? هل عندك هل عندك أخ? Do you have a brother? هل عندك أخت؟ هل عندك بيت كبير؟ هل عندك طاولة في غرفتك؟ هل عندك طاولة في غرفتك؟ في in your room. So do you have a table in your room? So you're going to pause here and come up with some questions using هل. هل. For a yes or no answer, we want to answer with نعم. نعم means yes. And لا, of course, we've done already. No. Okay. So initial position. Ha. Let's do another one. جاهز. 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 And the feminine, جاهزة means ready. Ready or prepared. We could say هل أنت جاهز? Are you ready? Or if you want, you don't have to use هل and you could just say you ready? The way that you would do it in English. أنت جاهز? Or the same way we do in English, you could just drop everything all together except this word and say جاهز? Ready? جاهزة? Ready? Okay, so we have initial position. Ha is interesting because medial position doesn't really look like itself that much. But if you think of looking at this rose petal and taking one part and putting it up and one part putting it down, that might help. Ha looks like this medially. Straight line, draw the loop up, draw the loop down. The other way that you can write it medially is like a little carrot. So either way is fine. It doesn't matter. So let's try a couple of words. قهوة. Ha is different than English because we can put a sukun on it. You can stop on the letter ha and it sounds like a deep breath in the word. So remember in the first class when we did ahlan wa sahlan, ahlan, we're stopping on the ha. We're taking that deep breath in the middle of the word. This is the same thing. قهوة. قهوة. قه. We're not saying qawa, we're saying qah with the ha in the middle. So that's a ha with a sukoon. We're stopping on it, taking that deep breath. Qahwa, it's a feminine word. Qahwa. Or we could write it like this. Qahwa. Coffee. تحب قهوة? هل تحب قهوة? Do you like coffee? قهوة. أنا لا أحب القهوة. لا أحب القهوة. قهوة. Let's do another one. سهل. سهل. Seen, ha, lam. Stopping in the middle of the word on a deep breath. سهل means easy, the opposite of صعب. سهل. Now you can write seen in two ways and ha in two ways. So if you wrote the seen in the other way, you could write that. And if you write the ha in the other way, would look like that. Okay, سهل, easy. So if I said صف سهل, صف سهل, easy class. درس سهل, easy lesson. سهل. Okay. So we have initial, we have medial, there's two ways. Final position, ha, if it's connected, looks like ta marbuta without the dots. And if it's after a letter that doesn't connect, it looks like a ta marbuta without the dots. Okay, so final position, we're going to connect it like this. And if it's not connected, it'll be just a circle, just like the ta marbuta. And sometimes people call this the ha marbuta, okay, because it takes a similar shape. عنده عنده عنده. Dal doesn't connect, so we're going to write the ha with a dhamma. Not عنده, but hu, keeping it short. And عنده means he has. He has. So we are going to write down a note for ourselves, and that note is that when you add this letter right here, ha, at the end of a word, oftentimes with a dhamma, it refers to he or his. Okay. So we could do some sentences with it. Abi, if I want to say my dad has. Abi, and then we have to use the masculine for has. So we're going to say he has. Abi عنده سيارة, he has a car. عنده سيارة جديدة. You're going to come up with the sentence using عنده. Now, that letter right there at the end, عنده, this means he has. Oops. If you add hu to the end of a noun, so if you take a noun and you add the hu to the end of it, okay, that is going to mean his. Just like we said with عندي, the ya at the end, I have, that ya, when you put it at the end of a noun, it makes it mine, بيتي, my house. So we could do the same thing. So if I take the word بيت, okay, and I add this hu to the end, it becomes his house. بيته. And to make it easy, we're going to pronounce it by putting a dhamma on top of the ta. بيته, his house. Okay, his house. So now take any vocab word that we've done. Kitab, if it was his book, what would it be? Kitab. And to make it easier, you can just pronounce it with the dhamma on the letter before. Kitabuhu, his book. Okay. This is his. I'm going to add one more here, and it's going to be hers. If I want to say hers, you add a ha alif to the end of a word. And if it's not connected, it'll look like that. Okay? So if I say the word عند, has, and I want to refer to hers, that something is hers, that she has it, it's going to be عندها. Dal, remember, doesn't connect. So this is now she has. أمي عندها قطة كبيرة. أختي عندها صف اليوم. عندها. Now you use the same exact attached pronoun to make something hers. So if I take the word بيت and I want to make it her house, all I do is I attach that ha to the end. بيتها, to make it easier to pronounce, just put a dhamma here. And now it's her house. Okay. So now what you're going to do is you're going to look at the handout that I've posted. And you're going to look at how to make things his and hers and mine and so forth. So just to put some easy notes here, if you want to look at possessive pronouns, pronouns that are, these are attached, they attach to the word, right? You can write for yourself, my, we attach a ya to the end of the word. If something is yours, we attach a kaf with a fatha. And if it's your feminine, meaning you're referring to someone who's a woman, kaf with the kasra. His, we attach a hu to the end, the letter ha with the dhamma. And hers, we attach a ha alif. Okay, so these right here are your attached pronouns. Okay, so if I want to use the word ism, okay, ism, my name, ism means name. So if I want to say my name, ismi, my name. I'm going to write ism, oops, a bunch of times here so that I can connect them and show you. Okay, and in all of them it's a kasra and it's a sukoon on the mim. If I want to say your name, ismak. Okay, so here we have my, here we have your. Ismak, ma, ismuka, or ismak, your name. If it's a woman you're talking to, ismak. Of course, if you want to be super formal, you can say ismuki and ismuka. It's up to you. Your, so feminine when you're talking to a woman. So if I want to say his name, ismuhu. To make it easier to pronounce, you can put a dhamma there on the mim. Ismuhu, his name. Her name, ismuha, her name. So now you're going to practice with attached pronouns, and you're going to practice the handout. Okay?